That's what a 90-degree spine's supposed to look like when it works. Oh, is she going? Come on. Yep. I'm gonna go over a little bit of what's in my fire kit. What I always take with me is, we're getting some wear on that bad boy, a fixed blade knife. This it can be any fixed blade knife. It doesn't have to be this one. I just love this one. This is new. This is a Mora Bushcraft Black. It's got a 90-degree spine, and that is the key thing there to strike a fire steel. So there's that knife. If I'll go back in there. And then there is a fire steel loop on the outside of the sheath, which is sweet. So we have a fire steel there, or a ferrocerium rod. This one I've had for a long time. It's starting to thin out there, but I've had them a long time. They last for quite a while, especially if you're doing it right. More of what is in the actual kit. This is a little pouch by Hidden Woodsman, and it's sweet and completely necessary, but I wanted it. I keep a little orange piece of paracord on there just to kind of alert my eyes that this is the fire kit. Obviously I know it's mine, but it's something I wanted to do, and it's easier to pull open if you have gloves on. So inside we have, in other videos I've had this is an Altoids tin with a little Ranger band on it. It's just made out of inner tube from a bicycle, and there is char cloth in there, as well as some jean material, because I'm going to make more char cloth tonight on this camping trip that I'm on currently. If you haven't watched that one, you're going to want to watch that one too. I keep a couple pieces of fat wood in there. You can buy this at Tractor Supply in big boxes of it, like 4 pounds of it, or you can harvest it from different trees, from the base of trees. Usually on dead fall trees, it's in the bottom couple feet, but you can smell fat wood. My winter camping video, I go on and on about it, but this stuff is awesome. It burns like gasoline. And these are stormproof matches. So inside, there's some dryer lint shoved in there for tinder. There is a little bit of jute cord wrapped up in there, and then these bad boys, and they burn like incredible. If you've never used them, I'll show you. I'll waste one and show you. I got a bunch at home. They're wind and waterproof. Literally does nothing. And then the wood will burn too, like a regular match. So they're awesome. I've lit fires with them before. You can light them in the water and all that good stuff. I keep a couple tea candles in there. You can use these if you need to dry out your tinder. By lighting those, you have a source that is hands-free, where you can light them and actually start your fire on top of them, because you can get I think I got 40 of these for like $3 at Wally World. So not a bad thing to have. A beeswax candle. Hey, look, extra jean material. Beeswax candle. This is good for waterproofing stuff, as well as if you get like zippers that are sticking, you can rub the beeswax candle on there and it'll lube them up and they won't stick. These also have a high melting point, so they don't smoke a lot, and they're natural material. There's a little dent in there from where I actually rubbed it on my axe handle to give better grip. This is a total novelty. It's a Pro Camp Tech fat rope stick. I've used this in other videos before too. You cut this rope off and it is saturated, so it will take a spark from the ferro rod, and it burns really well, and you have the cardboard around it as well that helps feed that. So cut what you need, save the rest for later. Blah, 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 you can read. I like that and stuff. These are my go-to. They are makeup removal pads soaked in candle wax. There's a video out there if you look at homemade fire starters, and you'll probably see the picture of these, but you can make like 300 of them for like $3, and they burn for like 6 minutes. So those are my go-to. They are friggin' awesome. Those are in there. I think we're getting to the end of it here. An extra striker and ferro rod, just in case I lose the other one. I've got these everywhere. This is the Ranger one from firesteel.com, and it works really well. I say that, and that makes me a liar. Anyway, it works. I've used it, you can see. And then I also in here from an MRE, I have a book of damp proof matches. So they're water resistant. They're made to work in damp conditions, but they're not waterproof. And then just a little Bic lighter wrapped in some Ranger bands. You can use those as well for fire starter, since the rubber will burn. It burns black, but it'll burn. So having a fire kit this big with all this stuff in it it's completely unnecessary. When I backpack, I usually, if I'm gonna have a fire, because it really depends on where you're backpacking, if you can have a fire, I'll take some of these rounds and a ferro rod. This is a lot lighter than, you know, all of, I can't even get it all in one hand. All this stuff. But if you have room for it, it's not a bad thing, right? If one of them fails, then you have backups. So one of the things that people talk about is like 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So I have multiple ways of starting fire and having sustained fire, and you know, from the basic lighter to a ferro rod to char cloth that I can get a spark on and blow into flames with a tinder bundle. So, and then you know, kind of store-bought stuff. So it's just cool. It's different ways to do it, and it all has its own challenges, and they work better in different conditions. Some of them are waterproof, some of them aren't. So something to think about. You don't have to have a kit this big, but you know, if you do this a lot, you might get bored lighting a fire the same way. So it's something to do different. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to do more short ones. I've said that when I started this, and then I've kind of gotten away from it, and I do in my backyard. So I figure on this trip, I'm camping, I got better surroundings, so let's do it. So see you next time.